Good morning, folks, and we are back in the nature after one day in the city, and this was an absolutely brilliant little find. Yeah, we were going to stay just on the outskirts of Cuenca city. There was a park for night, a big one, and it was full of people. It was so busy, so we just drove literally maybe 5 or 10 minutes out of the town along this road and just found this perfect little park up. It's a proper little hideaway. It's not far from the road, but it's just absolutely beautiful. We woke up, we've got the heater on, we've got our kettle boiled with our gasoline stove, and it's nice and toasty in the van now. We've had the drone out for a little look around, the boys have been playing, and we're just really, really happy to start our day.
Charlie absolutely loves goats. Don't know whether you heard that sound he was making. Oh, he does that with most animals. Gets so excited. Charlie's spotted some goats. But can't let him out because he just wants to go and play with them. I'm not sure the goats know how to play Charlie's game.
So there's like 20 goats, 1 dog, there's a man over there in the red, and then there's just 1 woolly sheep with them. Oh, look at that one, he's only got half a leg. Oh, he's jumping around all right though, isn't he? Must be lovely to have a little pack of goats. Pack is not a pack, is it a herd of goats?
Herd of goats.
And we were watching them before, and they actually jump around and play just like dogs do. Like, you know.
So cute.
They're very, very sweet, aren't they?
I love them though, because you've got all the different patterns and stuff, like proper really cool coats. Charlie, you love the goats, don't you?
Nick's on breakfast duty.
This is taking muesli to a whole new level. Look at this. I'll just show you what we got. Excuse me, because I've washed them. Look at that, we've got a bit of muesli in there with nuts, loads of strawberries, about 3-4 strawberries, some big prunes, little cranberries. What we're getting now, we're getting some chia seeds and mixed seeds probably. We've got loads of seeds going on in here, and almonds as well. There's some little almonds in there. Woo! Breakfast of champions, this.
Topped off with oat milk, no?
Yeah.
It is so nice. Plain old muesli, it's alright when you've got a load of other things to pop in there.
This one's being looked after. We've got the heater on here. Nice bowl of muesli, coffee, toasty.
I'm feeling really good.
Now, we made a video on the diesel heater saying it's a complete game changer. I have to say it totally is.
It's just brilliant really. We've only used it probably about a handful of times. It just heats up the van within not much time at all. And we were worried about getting the 5k one over the 2k one, but I think we made the right choice, don't you?
Yeah.
Because you can run this one on lower power, and then you're not constantly having your heater, you know, at its full capacity, which is obviously going to wear the parts down a bit. And then like this morning when we first switched it on, we just whacked it on full blast for like 15 or 20 minutes, you know, make sure it doesn't soot up kind of thing, because we heard that you know, you're supposed to do that if you run it low quite often. And it's just totally fine. I mean, it's nice to put it on full blast when it's freezing cold first thing in the morning anyways.
Sarah has put a onesie on once when we're in Cuenca, and it's a bit tricky to have the heater on, so it's good having, you know, your warm clothes as well. But it's so nice when it's really cold outside and you can just sit in your van and enjoy it.
Yeah.
We have made some adjustments to the exhaust part of the heater. The muffler was just going underneath the van, so when we were putting it on, the exhaust was sort of floating around the van and then just going off to the side. So we bought some copper piping, extended it, drilled a hole in the sort of lip at the bottom of the van, attached it to that, and then we've also got a little L-shaped joint and then another little piece of copper pipe. So these are optional depending which way the wind's going or what situation we're in, so we can just attach those and then direct the exhaust sort of out the side of the van. So yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, we've also got not one but 2 carbon monoxide detectors. We've got one lower down and then we've got one at kind of sitting breathing level at 2 different locations in the van.
So if they're supposed to be had at breathing level, that covers both us and the dogs.
Very true. Plus we always have a window cranked open. We've always got the top 2 side windows. Whenever we're in the van, they always stay open a little bit, or the sunroof is generally always open because it's only a small space. Even when it's cold, we always want to have like some fresh air coming into the van. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to say, see these are a really good idea for a van, or something similar to these. These are actually from our fruit smoothie maker and they're really good. We've got one each. And basically, yeah, you've got a proper sealed lid on it, which is great for the van, because before, we've had moments before we use these.
Prove it doesn't leak. Wow.
We've had moments before we use these, we used to have, you know, drinks on the side and stuff, they've got knocked over and obviously it makes a right mess. And this sort of thing's gonna happen in a small van when you haven't got much space. So this is perfect, because it's gonna just go anywhere and it's never gonna get spilled. So we've always got ours filled up. And extra on top of that, which is really, really cool, that we've just started doing recently, we've got these little lids. So now they can go anywhere, easy to grab every time, out of the way, off the surfaces.
Have it here. If I'm sat on the stove, I can just have it here. If I'm sat in bed, I've got a little hook up there. If I'm driving, then I've got a little hook on the door. They work really well, and they fit on the bikes as well. So it's just a one-cut wonder. In
a small van, it's great to have things that do have double purposes, and just something like that, it's only a small thing, but it does really make a huge amount of difference.
Anyway, apologies for the jibber jabber. We've had our secondary coffee and that's normally what happens in the morning. So let's just show you some more of this location. So just quickly show you the changes we've made to the diesel heater setup. Okay, so we've added heat wrap down here where the vent was coming from underneath. We've secured that with 2 brackets. That's to stop any fumes from coming up. We've added a few layers there. We've heat wrapped this exhaust all the way down here and also underneath where it's slightly touching the van. Over here we've made this hole bigger. So this tubing where the hot air comes out is not touching the wood. We are going to heat wrap that as well. And then this is well away from the cables. We've also made a hole here to help increase the airflow into the system. That hole will be bigger in the end. We will make that larger, but we haven't got the tools, so it does take a bit of time. But this, we feel, is just a perfect location, because you see that vent there, there's so much air coming through there. It's just great, yeah, and completely out the way. The fridge just slots there. Quite happy with it.
Yeah, we've had the heater on for probably about an hour and a half this morning. We had it on full blast as well, and we thought, we just switched it off and we thought, right, let's take everything out and check that nothing else is getting hot around it. So the back of the fridge is still nice and cold. There's no heat there whatsoever. In between the fridge and the heater, we have this custom made frame. We've cut a hole in it like that so the vent of the fridge isn't blocked off as well. And all of this, nothing's hot at all. The wood on the side where the hot air duct comes out, there's no heat anywhere there. It's just staying really, really nice and cool, apart from where the heat's supposed to come out. So we're really, really happy with the setup.
That just slots in perfectly, cut down so you don't even need to secure it, and it just sits against that frame, and that allows cold air come into the fridge, but the fridge just blocks it so you don't get that cold air coming into the van. So that's great. We didn't want to attach this piece of wood permanently because we did want to be able to remove this to check on the heater and make sure everything's okay. Anyway, the fridge just slots in down that side, and the shelf just slots onto there. We need to secure the brackets better, but just top it all off. This is our travelling research folder, that just slots in there, and then whatever we want on there. So we're totally making use of the space. And the really handy thing is our roller bed comes down like this, and with the old fridge it was catching on the fridge whenever we put the bed down, but now it literally just slots there perfectly. So it all worked out really well. And as you can see, you can't see the heat, there's no airflow coming this way really. There's a slight gap there, but you know, you're not getting that cold draft. Charlie gets all these little spiky things stuck in his beard. Charlie? Charlie? And you can see those spiky things in his beard. Hates getting them out. Okay, we're all set up now, ready for a day of relaxation and some hardcore editing.
Yeah, we've had our breakfast, we've had loads of coffees, the awning's out, the mat's out, the dogs are all settled. I've done a bit of laundry, and I think I'm going to just relax for the rest of the day. Hardly, we've got so much editing to do already, haven't we?
Totally.
So that's the plan, editing and enjoying the nature.
Maybe watching Dizzy and Charlie chase the little lizards and geckos or whatever's in the wildlife.
Yeah, because that's always great fun. Right, you can have one play, that's it. Literally 5 minutes, then you have to come back. Go on then.
Where are they, Dizzy? Where are they? Hey, hey! Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that like button below.
If you haven't subscribed to our channel, then please do, and keep the comments coming because we absolutely love to hear from you.
And we'll see you in the next video.